Episode 1. Episode 1.
Episode 1. Introductions.
I don't know.
Roger, who are you?
I guess you're right. If you're going to be sitting here the whole time listening to us, you might as well know who we are.
Definitely know a name.
That is my name is Lawson. Whoa.
Shit. Mine's Roger.
I'm Hayden.
See, that already feels kind of weird. It feels. I mean,
We're talking to an audience we don't have yet.
there's a three-letter term that I would call this situation that I'm not gonna say.
What's that?
But it just seems pretty.
Fuck, dude, this is episode 2 and we're already like that?
You're
Episode
gonna
1.
get
I'm
canceled.
sorry.
Not even past the pilot, you're getting canceled.
Dude, this is episode 1. This is past the pilot. Then you gotta make up your mind on that one, big boy, dude.
You're right. This is episode 1. Last time was the pilot.
This is episode 1.
This is episode 1. Wow, Roger, you're on for episode 1.
Dude, I know.
That's good.
I was so excited to be here for episode 1.
Yeah.
I was,
You sounded busy up in your room, so.
Oh, I was going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Interesting. I'm sorry we had to pull you away from that.
Dude, you're starting this off with the Meat Beat podcast, dude. We can't have that,
What
dude.
do you mean?
I'm pretty sure for YouTube, you gotta give
Let
it
me
like a
bring
couple
up some
seconds,
fucking
dude.
topics.
Yeah,
Oh
bring
my
out a
God.
topic, dude, or just tell me,
We got 3
Hayden.
current events.
Hayden, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
I don't know. I can't say that on the air.
Dude, come on.
Really?
Episode
I
1.
can't say that on the air.
Fair enough. What's the best thing that ever happened to you?
Oh man.
Roger, you start thinking too.
So I was. Okay. This girl flew out to see me. Not necessarily me. She came out to see her friend. I was living a couple states away, right? I don't want to say too much on the air. But this chick flew out to see
Radio
my
waves.
friend, and she just ended up spending the whole time with me. And at the end of this trip, I had to drive back home for like Christmas or Thanksgiving. And she came back with me. She just decided to drive back with me. Gave me head 4 times on the 15-hour car ride that we had.
That's pretty gas.
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
On top of that, she was a cam girl. She was like a stripper cam girl
Oh.
kind of.
What?
Those are always nice ones. Those
Yeah.
are really nice girls,
It was
honestly.
It was nuts.
Most of the time they are.
What
It
the
was
fuck? Dude,
Do you not know any like stripper cam girls?
I don't think so, dude.
Damn.
She was nice. She was cool.
I don't find myself chatting with cam girls often. I don't know about
Well, I
you,
just-
but
I just talk to women, and they end up being.
and they're just on the and then they hit me with a $75 Venmo request.
I'm like people that we've met in real life around here.
That's pretty gnar. Good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever talked to
I don't know
anybody.
if that's the best thing that's ever happened, but it's up there.
I was gonna say
No,
that
that's
sounds
a
like a
good
good
one.
That's pretty
moment.
dope.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a good little time.
I was also like
for
living
sure.
out on my own
If-
too. So it
Yeah,
was, like,
so freedom. So
Yeah.
you're experiencing freedom,
yeah.
and then you were experiencing the road.
Yep.
Freedom, the road,
A little bit of dome off the top.
and then a little bit
dome
of
off
head.
the top.
Freedom, road, and head.
If it
Yeah.
makes you feel any better, when he said the best thing that ever happened to you, my mind went blowjob.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
It 100% went to like the first blowjob. I was like, yeah,
Wow.
that's the best thing that's ever happened. But no, dude, I'd say COVID. When COVID hit, it was such a come up for me.
Huh.
I was chilling in Massachusetts, wasn't doing shit, was unemployed, racking in $500 a week, just to say I was looking for a job. Fuck,
Oh,
the
dude,
IRS
the
is
tax man's
come
gonna
get
come
me.
for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, they're gonna come get me. No, but that is like, dude,
Waiting for the tax man.
COVID was such a come up.
Dude, that's we talked about that first one.
We did. We got deep in the government on the last.
That was
one.
Ethan's
Oh.
only comment, dude.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, he was like, maybe don't talk about that. And I was like, we didn't even talk about it for that long.
Don't talk about your frustrations at the government.
don't
So
talk
Oh.
about.
Yeah.
You're not, you're not wrong.
Dude, he was bad. He got so dicey.
Just-
man.
I
Did you
didn't-
listen.
I listened to. Fuck, I forgot where I ended it.
Yeah,
I ended it at some point because I was driving home from work.
I see.
So yeah, I just kind of stopped listening. I need to finish it though. I know it was a good one. I saw the clip of the doctor. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had to call my insurance today. That's still an
What?
ongoing.
I was like, whatever happened with that?
Still
Was
an
it the
ongoing-
doctor or
Dude,
what?
I hope this doesn't go on until episode 100. Yeah. Fucking still dealing
Dude, I
with-
couldn't even imagine.
Dude, my insurance literally just said, fuck your doctor, put restrictions on him, and he cannot give me what I want.
What,
Yeah.
dude?
That
Like-
just means that
So
he
did
was
you ask
prescribed.
them what you're
Dude, I
supposed to
asked
do?
The pharmacy, the doctor, the clinic.
Did you just be like, you should have? Did you say, hey, I'm just a fucking dumb kid. Tell me what I'm supposed to do
that's-
with my health insurance. Like, how do I get the meds that I'm supposed to take, or that I was told I'm supposed to take?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's an odd one, dude. You should maybe address that.
I'm trying. I don't need to address it here in the podcast every. I'll just keep.
Call your doctor
It-
on pod.
On pod.
Ask him.
Dr. W. What's good? I call him old Sigmund.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. Yeah.
Old Sigmund.
Bro, he probably has been doing some sketchy shit.
Dude, that's what I thought.
Like,
Dude, my theory is that he just didn't peddle whatever the pharmacy was trying to give him. You know, whatever pharmaceutical rep showed up and was like, "Hey, sell my drug,"
Yeah.
or I'll tell all the pharmacies not to fuck with you. That's my theory. And he was like, "Nah, dude, I'm not peddling whatever. I'm not giving 100 kids Ritalin by tomorrow." And they were like, "Dude, oh yeah."
He was giving me rid of
You're getting blacklisted.
Right?
No pharmacies. No pharmacies. And they were like, and we're going to take it out on your patient, Hayden.
That's how it feels, man.
And maybe it won't directly affect you, but it will directly affect your patient.
Dude,
Hayden.
that's a crazy getting out a doctor by going through his patients.
The worst part is like
I mean, that's the way to do it.
That's real life.
That's
like
what the
drug
doctor deals
dealer
with,
shit,
dude.
man.
every single time I call, like I'll call the insurance or the pharmacy, and the pharmacy will say, "Oh no, it's your insurance that's doing this." I'll call the insurance. They'll say, "Oh no, it's your doctor that's doing this." I call the doctor. I've been going around in circles every single day.
That's pretty funny, though.
I got some better shit other than dealing with the shitty pharmaceutical industry. You're now looking at the new vice president of the horticulture.
Oh, you got in,
Oh,
dude?
you
You got
Yes,
in?
sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's pretty nuts. So you get what, the
VP.
$200?
No,
Oh.
that's for Student Senate. But I did give a speech for that, and
They said
clapped.
no.
They love me, bro. The masses.
That
love
speech
me.
went well, the one that you wrote?
It went well.
Dude, giving
Did
speeches
Did you
is
throw in
easy,
any
bro.
like corny shit at the end, or did you just end
Yeah,
it?
no, I literally I looked at the crowd and I went, and vote Hayden Cordell for vice president.
Nice.
And then I walked down to my seat and they clapped.
That can
Hell
really
yeah.
go either way. I'm just picturing somebody do it, not specifically you, but just somebody do that, and in my brain, that can go either way. That's either funny or it's cringy, you know. So it's a thin line,
I was
you know.
I was definitely on the line.
Yeah, you gotta walk peacefully
towing-
on that line.
Towing that line.
You just big body walking back to your chair.
That's how it felt. That's how it felt. I had to be up there for at least a minute. Yeah.
Dang, that's not even
Did
so
you get
bad,
final
though, dude.
time?
That's not so bad.
What?
Did you get like a final time? How long?
Nah, I had it written down and I kind of practiced it here the other day, so I had
Okay.
it down.
Dude, I'm super sure that somebody's probably talked about this, but I deal with, or I've heard that, or I kind of came up with this concept. I started thinking about this concept where there's people who are really good at stuff and they just don't like doing it, but the realistic version of it is just like you never had the resources to get to do it. Like all the best basketball players just don't play basketball because that's not around them.
Yeah.
Or like all the best blah blah blahs just don't do it because they never thought they could. Kind of a
they
thing.
never bothered to like
right,
pick
or
up-
like
pick it
or
up.
like yeah, experience that skill
Never had the
or
money to
learn
do
to
it,
like it. Yeah,
never-
right.
yeah.
It's like yeah, an expensive sport or hobby, they just never do it. Like the best windsurfer or something, like or the best sailor,
How
you
many
know?
unfound basketball
Right,
players
dude.
are-
Yeah, and I think about that a lot because the original idea was imagine a guy who's just like absolutely insane at, and it's easy to think about like with sports. So imagine thinking a guy who's absolutely crazy at playing basketball, and he just doesn't like to do it. It's just his 9 to 5. He just did it in high school or in college. Or in high school because his parents made him, and then colleges picked him up because he was so cracked. Like, no matter where he is, no matter how many people are on him, in every time. When he throws it up, it goes in every time, no matter where on the court. So they just literally, they pass it to him in every single time, 3 points. But he
gotta
just,
take some pride
he
in it.
hates it, dude. He's like, he just is like, I just really want to go home and play video games. He's like, are we done? Are we good? Up by 100 points, can I go home?
Yeah, I'm glad.
Dude, that's such a funny concept.
I'm glad you bring that up because there's a very similar concept I was thinking about. I was sitting in class today and I found out the largest like earthworm ever found was like, I don't know, dude. It was not like
I think I've seen that
20
picture,
some
yeah.
odd feet long.
It's like an arm or
big.
something. Yeah.
And then I was thinking about it. I was like, nah, they found that bitch. They found this big ass earthworm in 1968. What? So that means, imagine all the other unfound massive earthworms.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh
If
yeah.
that's the
dude.
biggest one we ever found.
What if
that
they
was
just
only
go down?
1968.
What if they go down? Because
They
I
do.
swear we haven't dug like very. I think the furthest we've dug is like 5 miles or something like that. That might even be pushing it. But because how deep is the crust? The crust is like 18 miles deep, right?
Did you know the deepest plant roots ever found went down 400 feet?
Whoa.
Isn't that nuts?
How old was that tree? I
I
imagine it was just a big ass old tree.
What is it? A redwood? Was that
Yeah,
one
I
of the
think
big
it
ass
was a
ones?
tree. It had some sort of tap roots, or not even tap root, a fibrous root system. And like
Okay,
once it got
yeah.
to the bottom, it was just like such scraggly. They found it like mining, and they were just like they shouldn't have like they were like, what the hell is this up here? And it was plant roots.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine that though, being that far underground, where like
And
it's
seeing
just
something-
supposed
yeah.
to be rock, and then you're finding like trees and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I
Wood.
wonder how deep mycelium and stuff, like mushrooms and stuff, go down like that.
Oh, they're the biggest organism on the planet.
Right. And
Did
you
you
know they
find,
have all
like, a
those
cave?
underground connections and
Yeah.
shit, dude. What if they're just super deep?
Yeah. I mean,
Right, and we have no idea because there's no way to tell.
Fuck.
But don't we do like?
they're mostly
We
in the top
we
levels.
ultrasound the ground is the easiest way to
Yeah,
explain
yeah. I
it.
was gonna say. I swear we like
We
do
can-
something like we
yeah.
send shockwaves or we like
We
set
can send
TNT
vibrations
and,
down, and it'll bounce off walls.
and
so that's
bounce
how we,
off stuff back.
Yeah, we can kinda
You
map
can see
things.
the fungus
That's-
underneath. That's crazy.
I don't
Probably
know if
not
we
the fungus,
Yeah, we probably have
but-
to zero in. you
Yeah,
know?
we can
Yeah.
find like openings and caverns. That's what we did with the pyramid to find like hidden chambers and shit.
That's wild. Dude, I think maybe, 10, 20 years, run for president with the big campaign idea. I feel like the last guy
We're
to do it
going
was
underground.
or just like building another, like a pyramid kind of a thing. Don't actually build a pyramid, but be like, yo, we gotta build this monument.
Something sweet.
we gotta build we gotta build this, you know?
Take
It's like,
a million
dude,
man hours.
I don't know where it is, but I think it's like close to. It's like around Dubai, you know, somewhere where there's a lot of oil money, you know, and they're building like a wall in the desert, and they started construction for it. They're really just digging a big trench, but they're building a glass like skyscraper long style. So it's like a mirror that just goes like, and it's skyscraper height, and it just goes for like 7 miles,
Dude, a big-
something like that, dude. And then so it's like you can pull yachts up to part of it because it's like right onto like a big sea or something like that, and then it just goes 7 miles in, all a building, something
crazy.
like that. Yeah. I don't know the exact dimensions. It might not be 7 miles, but it is big. Yeah, the picture they showed, it's like people would be like not be able to see from the like from the thing, and you would see it's just like a 1-inch little cool. I'm like, damn, dude, that's gonna be gnar.
Skyscraper is the long way.
Skyscraper's the long way, dude. I mean,
That's too
why didn't we
dystopian.
think of that though, dude? Why didn't we think of that? We're like,
Because
dude, we
we
can't
ran
build them
out
any
of
higher.
room.
It's so hard. The wind blows them all over the place. They're like, okay, why don't we just build them a little high
Long.
and we go the long way?
Well, because then you run out of room, but you put them underground. I don't know why we're not just going underground.
Yeah, but I think digging. I mean, there's problems there too because
I'm
I know.
sure, yeah.
I know. Remember when they started burying buildings because they thought it was like, oh, it's like tornado friendly, you know,
Yeah.
underground building. But then they were like, the water's gone bad, you know. And then, like right away, it's like, don't drink the water, fountain water. It's like bad. Or it's like it rains and then it just drips into the building because it's all underground, dude.
Yeah.
Duh.
But it soaks into the walls.
But
and
I do
shit.
think
Makes sense.
solar panels and like the you ever seen the houses where they just have like grass growing on the roof?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
It's fun.
You know, you don't need a ton of dirt, but just enough. That's funny.
Keeps your
I-
house warm in the summer, in the
Yeah.
winter.
Dude, you just get one of those.
Oh
You
my
know
God,
how they have
that's
those
true. I never
grass
even thought of
strips,
that.
dude?
Yeah.
Those grass strips. Just lay it over the top, just and water it. I mean, it rains. You know.
True.
Do that and shit. And somewhere where it rains all the time, rains
Dude,
enough.
What do? We turn our house into like the Hobbit home. There's just
sick.
fucking grass over it, vines
Just start
all
buying
the
dirt,
side,
buying dirt by the yards, and dumping it up against the house.
just pasting it along the walls of the house.
I'm trying to bury the house like an igloo.
We got a shit ton of chia pet seeds.
Dude,
going
buying
into the
dirt,
walls.
making a dirt pile, hauling it out into a
gotta-
dirt igloo is funny though.
Yo, okay. A dirt igloo would be sick. So where I work at in the building, there's an unfinished room, and it's just dirt. There's no floor.
Do the pigs play in there?
No. They don't do that. The walls are unfinished. It's a storage room, but like the ground is dirt. Like it is the ground.
I've seen a couple basements like that. Like it's like our house, but when you go into the basement, it's just dirt on the ground.
Yeah.
It's like kind of weird. It like catches me off guard because I'm like, dude, animals can just come in here.
Yeah, dude,
There's
some-
bricks on the wall, but then the floor is just dirt.
No.
And it's like, dude, moles and critters that dig, and it's like, dude, I don't know.
exactly
Dude,
what it is. Some
a
shit can just
7-foot
dig up
earthworm,
under the
dude.
house.
Freaky.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't think I feel good about the dirt floor. Like going
That's
out,
a weird one.
dude. But it is funny to think of the concept of sending your kids or like a friend down to the basement to grab something from the fridge, and the fridge is just on dirt. Dude, or even better, telling people they can't wear shoes in your house and then sending them downstairs to grab
Oh,
something,
man.
and it's just as far away from the
No,
stairs
I
as
think-
possible. It's just the diagonal away.
Rat droppings on the ground.
I just think going
Rats.
downstairs in someone's house and there being like grass and shit, like
That's
like
awesome.
actual like real
Oh, dude,
grass.
that's funny. Like hang lights that are
Yeah.
UV lights or something and grow grass. In your
There's a
basement.
pathway.
That's funny. as
That'd be
fuck.
sweet.
Honestly, sending anybody or asking somebody to go into your basement is sus, dude. If I went over to a friend's house and they were like, "Go into the basement," I'm like, "No, why?"
Why
You
can't
go
you
get
go
it.
grab it? You
You
know
go
what's
first.
here.
Yeah, it's like it seems like there's a trap. I think I would be cautious.
Look
Some
at that.
Silence of the Lambs.
And then I get down there and it's just dirt, and I'm like, what? I'm running around all the dirt and everything. I'm
gonna
like,
start
what's the
digging.
bit? What's the bit?
There's a well down there.
Yeah.
There's an X on the ground.
Fuck that.
Dun, dun. Dude, I would dig. Dude, have you seen that video of that girl like excavating her home?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
She's
yeah.
like setting up a mining operation
was-
in her basement.
Tell me that.
I learned about that shit. Funny enough, the same time that can I say the Jewish people were doing their
You
shit?
can't- dude, we
No,
are
I can't.
live.
I think you
Well,
can
no, because
say
it was underneath a synagogue.
Let's
Was
move
it
on
not?
fast though. Let's move
Okay,
on
okay,
fast
okay.
though.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're tunneling in New York. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yes. So the tunneling in New
crazy.
York, they were doing that shit under buildings.
Oh yeah, I read an article about that.
It's the same issue that woman was having, to where like it raises the question: when you buy a piece of property, how much of it do you really own?
How deep of it?
Yes,
you're
how
on.
deep of it do you own?
Well, dude, I mean, and that's different because if you're in like New York, you can't do that because they have such complex systems
Yeah.
already in
Yeah.
place. That's
There's
why you
pro-
have to get permits and you have to talk to people
There's
to
a
make sure you don't
tram
just
under your
Yeah,
house.
right, exactly. You can't just dig. And I think that's like part of the reason it's like something collapsed or something. I don't know. There's an issue with something like that.
It
but,
could collapse. I think.
But like, if you lived out in the country, dude, yeah, you can dig. You could dig silos deep, dude. It doesn't matter, dude.
definitely.
Nobody's gonna come out there. You might need because you can call the city and they'll come out and they'll spray paint the lines and shit. But other
They'll
than that, like, if
they'll check what's
like,
under
if
you
you
and be like,
own-
okay,
if
you're not
you
gonna
own,
hit
like,
any wires. Have fun.
10 acres
Yeah.
and you just went pretty far away from your house, you could probably be pretty safe that there's not going to be any electrical lines. Especially if you were like, there's nothing over here,
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
if you have private land and it's like that, of course. But like, if like that woman we're talking about, like
We don't know.
exactly. But there are like city ordinances.
Yeah, I mean,
So
there
if you
still
want-
is,
Absolutely.
but like I'm talking
Build
about if you're living in the
something.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like if you lived in downtown this city, I don't know.
What? Okay, so we had the idea. Remember, the house was being sold across the street.
Yeah.
We wanted to buy
yeah.
that one and do the tunnel.
That'd be nuts.
Just
It would've been
Skyway
great,
would
but
be funnier.
We would have went under the. We would. A skyway
over the street.
Oh my god, we have our own like overpass.
Dude,
It was-
throw parties up in the Skyway. That'd be sick, dude. That'd be sick as fuck. Dude, that's like a kid's dream. I've been talking about Skyways in between two houses
Skyway
since
now?
I was like 3.
That'd be a good one.
One
A
thing
zip
I
line
used to
even.
do as a
That's all we
kid
need.
that I feel like we should get back on is, you remember those games like the like Worm Fighters or the Tanks game where it's like 2 people and then they fire something and then the other person gets to use a move and they do something? I used to do that on paper. So you would draw like a
I
landscape
think that's Dungeons and Dragons.
and then you would just draw stick figures on your side, and then you could move them, and you'd like erase them, and then move your stick figure somewhere else, and you could draw a boat, and you'd be like, yeah, I got artillery, you know? You draw a
That-
plane, and be like, yeah, I got a jet.
You grew up poor, huh?
No, I mean I did
Dude,
that
it was
same.
lit.
I did that same shit with like my action figures, but the issue was like Darth Vader was Darth Vader, Hulk was indestructible, so
Yeah.
like my brother and mom never won any
Yeah.
fight, so they quit playing with me.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. The paper one's fun, but I also had a fair amount of action figures, and I was super upset.
They really
when
went on journeys.
I was like, I don't know, I think I was like in like 7th or 8th grade, and I was like, dude, I don't even want action figures anymore. They're for children. I'm like, I'm
I
grown
just-
up now.
I lost
Grown-ass
this.
man.
I'm grown up now, and I was like, I got rid of them all, dude. And I had like a ton of Star Wars ones and like some other just like janky ones, dude.
Yeah,
But it's like
RIP.
I played with them hard all the time, dude. Like take them outside, run them around and stuff,
Yeah.
dude. Climb up
I-
in a tree. They have a tree
Yeah, but
base
like
now.
they were really doing shit. Like me and my buddies that lived in the neighborhood with us, we had Bionicles, and so like we had
Bionicles
we
were
had
lit.
storylines for our dudes. Like
Oh,
our
yeah,
dudes
that's
went on
right.
missions and did shit.
Yeah, dude, I remember doing stuff like that too. Like I would send them on to do stuff, and then it'd be one guy, and they'd fight like a bunch of people. It's like
Yeah.
video games, kind of.
Yeah.
Same, but I feel like that's what it is. Like I just lost the creativity of like I
Yeah.
used to see a couch, and like all these are real scenarios. I used to see a couch, but like in my mind,
A whole
but-
landscape.
the homies were up top camping it out.
Yeah,
they
dude.
were
yeah.
scoping out the
Yeah,
enemy
dude,
down
and you'd
below.
have your little guys
Yeah.
climbing up the
Yeah,
couch.
exactly.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like you go outside. Oh, I'm now.
I'm pissed, dude, and I wish I didn't try to grow up. Like I wish I was in
Dude.
8th grade, just being like, "Frick it, dude."
If I
I'm
kept
gonna
the
keep playing with.
creativity-
I mean, but I'd probably be a weirdo if throughout high school I played.
Yeah.
It's like all parts of life, but what's weird? What's not weird?
You're in
Dumb,
school with
dude.
your like Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. They're just going at it.
Okay, but if I saw somebody doing that, I'd be like, "Yo, that's kind of dope."
Yo, let me get Anakin next round.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, bro,
dude,
I'll-
I have a little Anakin. I have young Anakin. He's like
Yeah?
this big,
Oh
dude.
my
Yeah.
God.
I had a lot of like the stormtroopers or clone troopers too.
Yeah.
And like there was some I lost outside for long periods of time. Find them again.
Rediscover
They made a
them.
comeback into my
Yeah.
little story mode,
Literally.
dude.
I feel like my favorite part about Florida was if you dug deep enough underground, excuse me, it would turn into just sand. So in Florida, all of our grass is fake. It's basically just like a top layer of grass.
dude. So is building in Florida sucking?
Yes, it is very dangerous because there's
Nothing has
sand.
foundation.
Not a
Yeah.
lot of almost
Well, there's ways to make foundation in sand,
basically
but
no house in Florida has a basement because it's sand. But if you go deep enough under the sand, you reach limestone.
Mm.
And
So-
limestone's not the strongest thing, but it is
yeah,
stone.
Stronger. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's better than sand. But like just like being out in the backyard, which was basically a sand pit, a sand
Yeah.
dune, just like having my people have like little desert battles
Yeah,
was so
dude.
sick.
Going to the
Awesome.
beach and playing with them too is pretty
I-
sick.
I may
dude.
have
in the water line too,
Yeah.
and the waves
Oh,
coming
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you ever seen like the photographers that take action figures and put them in scenarios?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Actually,
dude,
somebody
that
in my
shit's kinda
grades'
sick.
dad does that, and it was dope. I love. I followed him on Instagram because I was like,
yeah.
"That's sick."
I
dude.
remember,
somebody's dad, dude. That's
Dude,
cool.
holy shit, that just reminded me. So my brother, what it was we had a little R2D2. We use a skateboard. We used the grip tape as like the galaxy, and the little R2D2 just went by while like an incense blew smoke to look like he was going in the wind. I don't remember what the fuck it was for or if it was important, but I vividly remember us recording this little thing of like a toy R2D2 going by, and it just looks so cool. It looks sick.
Dude, I got super into drawing R2D2 when I was a kid. I would do this thing when I was a kid where I'd pick something and I would just draw it 100 million times, and then like eventually it'd get kind of good because I'd start doing more and more details.
makes sense.
But I would do R2D2s in chalk all the time. It used to be gnarly on the chalk on the old driveway. You know, on the canvas
Chalk.
that was the driveway. Yeah, dude, think
Wow.
about chalk,
Yeah.
right? When was the last
Wow.
time you like really went to town on some chalk? But like, I used to like be out there doing like, cause like even like drawing little maps or games and stuff
Yeah.
too, dude. That was sick.
We
I
definitely
like
Oh.
that.
had some chalk this summer.
Speaking of maps and games,
Chalk
dude,
isn't as fun anymore, but it is still good. It's
you,
still good.
you can do art.
Yeah,
Those,
we can do it on our little like one little section there, or maybe on the street because we're adults, bro. You just tell me I can't.
Oh,
just don't
it's
draw
gonna
anything
rain
bad.
and go away.
Yeah, just don't draw anything bad, dude. Let's do the whole street pink.
That'd be sweet.
start down there and work our way up.
There would have to be. There's a better way to do it. You could just grind all the chalk up and then spread it out. Like put it all in the blender and then just get the powder and spread it out.
Take a
That's way.
broomstick.
Yeah, take a broom and just. That's
Oh,
funny though.
scrape it
Dude,
against
do
the
it
ground.
fast at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
You gotta do it at like 3, 4.
That's good,
It's
dude.
like 5 a.m. people are
That's
waking
good.
up.
Dude,
Or
blend
maybe
up.
we're the only ones up at 5 a.m. on the block.
No, the guys across the street leave
Oh, do they?
sometimes at 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was late to work today.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. My phone got buried under my blanket and
I heard
shit.
your
On my,
alarm going off. This
got
morning.
buried under my shit under my bed. Muffled it for me.
Damn.
Couldn't fucking hear it.
Damn.
Woke up at 5:55. Called them. I was like, gonna be late.
Damn.
Showed up at 6:20. No one cared.
Yeah, dude, isn't that sweet at adult jobs? It's like if you wouldn't have called, they wouldn't have even known.
I could have just said, "Hey, I forgot my badge." I've done that shit before.
Yeah.
At my old job,
Do they
That's
know
smart.
now? Oh,
I straight up
my
showed up
God.
late and just been like, "I forgot my badge. Can you do my time?" And they do.
I know.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Shit, can I leave during the podcast?
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, if you leave your phone running, 'cause
Yeah,
that,
you
just
guys
so that
won't
it's all
notice.
synced up at the same time. Yeah.
Want to bring up another topic?
Yeah, dude. Do you got a list, dude? We'll go off yours, dude.
I got a little bit of some stuff. So I came across this thing on YouTube the other day, and it was posted like 15 years ago, and it's pretty much just this like goth girl on late night public television, and she just sits there with a microphone and a computer in front of her, and she like answers calls, and with the phone and like the TV
Yeah,
has the phone
dude.
number to the public television, and people just call in randomly. And it was based in like Portland or something. It was at like 3:00 in the morning, and that's what I almost really want to think about doing instead of doing a podcast. Doing
Oh,
like-
dude, I want to accept calls at some
Dude,
point,
late
but we
night
need
television.
people who would actually call in
and then
too.
it really gets me
Plus,
thinking.
plus, if we keep doing it this way on Twitch, going live first, and then saving the VOD, dude, then we can just do it over like that. Because then we could put it up. If people were actually watching the Twitch,
I just
then they
miss the
could.
90s, man. I miss early 2000s late night television, public television.
Dude, and I don't know. Yeah, I like some cheesy stuff like that, but I also I don't want to try hard. That's the biggest part. I mean, yeah, I don't want to try hard. I just want to document. It's funny. It's really funny to me to just document. I was telling Hayden before we started that I was like, dude, it's like ultimately the dumb part of this is just like, yeah, dude, I want to fucking make a bunch of money talking, but it's like, who wouldn't do that? But what's funnier than that, a more realistic goal than that, is just documenting this for 1,000 years from now, where the internet is a crusty, dusty old person thing, and they're like, okay, for this school project, you're gonna load up the internet, and they're like, the internet? Oh, we can't use our brain chips for this.
Who
we
still
can't use,
uses
We can't
that?"
use blah, 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 whatever the new thing of the internet is. We can't use AI instant answers or something. But they go on the internet and they find just 3 views, and there's 100 hours of just us talking. 100 that's so much. That's enough for them to figure out what like language is, you know, to figure out like concepts or what it's like in this time period. 100 hours. That's a good scientific
It's a good show.
evaluate. Like somebody could look at that. That's cool. And if the internet is cross the world, like cross galaxies, you know, if like super smart aliens can like pick up world's different internets from different planets that haven't been discovered yet,
signals?
and they can just watch stuff like this, that's funny as fuck too, dude. There's an alien out there just like,
This is his radio though. Like he's turning his little dial
Yeah.
on his thing, and like he finally tuned into us.
this was funny. Yeah, dude, that's funny as fuck. I love that, dude.
We're gonna be in a human sociology class.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
and that's funny.
They're gonna study us later?
Yeah, dude, that's funny.
So-
Because they're gonna be like, dude, imagine the craziest timeline where internet gets fully destroyed, nuclear bombs, the only thing left. This bad boy. I'll put it on a hard drive. I'll put 100 hours on a hard drive.
I almost like the idea. Like I really laugh. I love documenting, but the idea of like really just constantly throwing shit out live, like just constantly being live and like broadcasting. The
Yeah.
idea of broadcasting.
Dude, it's funny because like yeah, 50 years ago, not anything that was possible.
Yeah.
Just for the average guy to just go live.
The only people that knew what you were doing were the people directly in your community that you interacted with.
That's why I don't
If
want
you
to think that
stayed
this
in
is
your
anything
house for a week, it
serious,
was like,
bro.
dude, who knows what the fuck Jerry's been up to? He
And
could
that-
be doing
dude,
anything.
And that was also sick though too. Like I think I would 100% do crime if I was born 100 years ago. There's no
Well, 'cause it
there's
was
no
easier.
cameras, dude.
Oh
You just
my
gotta
God.
clown Dan that you've known your whole life, dude. You can clown him out of some money and then disappear into the abyss because nobody can find you. Whereas like now, it's like, dude, you were on camera, you were on everybody's camera. We recognized your face using an AI software
Your phone was
that
in your
spotted
pocket.
you based on a picture we
just
had.
tracked you.
Yeah, right, dude. Anything. It's like, oh, you checked your bank account, and we immediately knew your exact location, and we were 10 minutes out. You know? What a concept, dude.
Terrible. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
What are you looking for?
Lighter.
Yeah, dude, you should maybe not do that
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Twitch.
yeah. Well, on Twitch, you can on Twitch.
Can you?
Yeah.
Still, let's wait. Oh, let's not have that and just step slightly off screen.
No, I will.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think the Twitch regulations are if you're in a legal state, which we are, and
Yeah, I've
if
just
you're
never
not
seen Ethan do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he also would never.
This is a Christian podcast.
Yeah, you're right. No, you just can't. You can't like. Even drinking on Twitch is allowed. You just can't be getting obliterated and making a complete fool of
I
yourself.
got nervous
Yeah, I
as soon
have
as you
seen
said
that.
the word Jew on Twitch. I got nervous about
I didn't.
that.
I did not say Jew. I was talking about Jewish, which
Yeah.
was.
Hey, let's move on again because we're just
Okay.
gonna light up that word now.
That's a scary word to say on Twitch, man.
God.
No, it's just
Fuck. What can we talk about?
Dude, you can talk about whatever you want, and that's the point.
To an
That's the
extent.
point.
Can we
Because
talk about-
because we're documenting. I don't care about anything that comes from this at all. That's like, yeah, the selfish goals part of it. Yeah, the egotistical part of it. Sure, dude. But the funniest part of it is documenting.
Yeah,
So
well,
so
okay,
even
sure.
even if we curse ourselves by saying outrageous shit, that's funny. That's
I'm-
funny to me, dude.
It's all funny games
to have
until my boss walks up to me and he's like, "So some videos of you on the internet."
Dude, always talk good about your current employment.
Because no, my shit's great. What I do is amazing.
There you go. You're good. Now your boss will come up to you and be like, "Hey, that was a really cool thing you guys did together with your friends."
Anyway,
I can't believe there's gonna be bubble letters going across my face.
I'm gonna do
When
that.
the
That
clicks
last
come
turn, dude. That's a hot word, dude. That'll get caught.
Which one?
You guys throwing around. All right, let's move on again. Let's move on again.
Did you bring up any? Did you write down a list for today's?
Yeah, I got a list. I've got some things we can. Oh, one of the big ones, dude. And this, you guys can both answer this one. Is
Oh, yeah.
dude, earliest memory, dude.
okay, so it's just more questions.
But yeah,
Well,
I, mean,
I guess you're
we
right.
can just stem from that.
No,
That's,
I know. Yeah, we will. We probably will.
Roger, earliest memory.
Dude,
You guys know?
No, I remember mine. I remember mine to this day.
What is it?
So I woke, leading up to when I gained consciousness, as I put it. It was just a bunch of
Yeah, that's
visions and random shit. But I woke up in a trailer, and I already knew why I was in this trailer. When I lived in Florida, my grandmother's house was destroyed by Katrina. We had 2 trailers next to each other after that. And I woke up in this trailer in the middle of the bed between my mom and my dad. And I already knew things. I already knew my brothers. I already knew shit like that. But like that is when I woke up. Was I woke up in this trailer. I was 4 years old.
So you weren't conscious before, but you were comfortable with all the things you knew to be true. And so when you became conscious,
Yes.
all those things seemed
It was
normal and
already
okay?
familiar. Everything
Huh.
everything before me, literally waking up in the morning in this trailer, was just slight visions. Like my 3-year-old birthday party, running up and putting my hand into this Blue's Clues cake. The Katrina actually happening, being in the dude's house down the street.
What?
I remember that because a tree fell on his house and crushed through the ceiling. I had visions of that. I had visions of my big toe on my right foot had a crack in it. Until I was like 7.
Like your nail was.
Yes,
you
yeah.
had a crack in
The
it?
nail
Yeah.
had a crack in it until I was 7. I had visions of being on the counter, pushing the cookie jar over that landed on it.
Oh,
That
I was gonna
busted
say,
it.
did you ever figure out what
Yes,
cracked your
yeah,
toe
like
for so long?
I had all these random visions
you
and
got
shit,
cracked toe.
and then I just woke up one day at like 4 and a half,
Huh.
and I was like, okay, this is life.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what my first. I'd probably have to think about it for a while because I have early memories,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure which one was first because
Yeah.
the timeline is fuzzy.
That's when it all started for me.
It's like I need to confer with my parents too because I don't remember exactly how old I was when I moved. I remember moving to Waconia when I was like 6, and I have memories of the house we lived in before that, and so it's like I don't know. I just always like. I'm not sure because I remember my dad taking apart the stairs once, but I've also remembered the first time I ever learned to ride a 2-wheeler. My dad's helped me all week. Bicycle. Look, cause I'm on a tricycle, dude, this whole time, and my dad's teaching me how to ride it. It takes me all week, or it's taking me a long time to learn, dude. He's trying everything, just can't figure it out. Can't get me to stay on that bicycle. I was probably being dumb or something. So I like the tricycle because we used to do this thing where, you know, the curbs that aren't super like just right angles, that it's like the slopey ones. So the house across the street, and then we'd play with the neighbor kids over there when we were little kids. So we were all out biking, and you'd park your tricycle up there after a rain, dude. One of the side wheels on the hill, one of the side wheels on the street, dude. And you'd rip the pedals as fast as you can. We call it making root beer. Because you would make foamy, dirty water from the street water, dude.
Make it real beer.
Expose the dogs. He exposed the dogs.
Dude, I got a hole in my
but-
side. I got a hole in my side.
But anyways, after a week of doing it, my dad was like, "Yo, if you ride without your tricycle or without the tricycle wheels, if you ride a regular style bicycle, I'll get you a banana split at Dairy Queen." Dude, I did it that day.
Dang.
Dude, I've never had a banana split.
Dude, honestly, that's the only time I've ever had one. Like,
You can
maybe there's
remember?
another chance where I've, like, split one with somebody, but, like, the main one I remember is that. And that's, like, what the heck? It's weird. So I've always been doing stuff for food. Because I'll pretty much do most things for a meal. I was thinking about it today. I was like, it's, like, so scarily close to indentured servitude. But, like, imagine you just got gas meals all the time and you just followed a guy around and helped him out.
Well,
They paid for your whole life, whoever it is. You know, I won't
I
discriminate.
think it's just like having a dad.
I mean, that's one of
Yeah,
the
but
only things
bigger
we
than
need.
that, dude. Bigger than that. Your whole life. Like right now, somebody's like, "Hey, I need your help, Hayden. I need you to help me move stuff around, help me general day-to-day
This
stuff.
sounds like my dad.
But I will always give you a
This
meal."
sounds like my dad.
Dude, you should start doing stuff for your dad for meals.
I should. I really should.
That's dope.
Yo, could you help me move this thing?
Yeah, if you
Got
buy
a
me a couple
burger.
cheeseburgers,
Yeah,
if
you
you
got-
stop at that Subway down the street, you know, if we hit up that KTzer,
McDonald's
bro.
money,
for
Dad?
snacks, dude.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Depends. Is the McDonald's at the store or at home? Dude, honestly, I'd take a home cooked meal over fast food 10 out of 10 times, bro. What? That's an easy one. Oh,
Gotta
maybe
depend what mood I'm in.
9.5 times out of 10. 9.5
Yeah, I
times.
was about to
Because
say,
there is a
it's
small.
gotta depend.
I would say
Gotta
9.9%.
depend.
I'm going to be very. 9.9 times out of 10, I'm taking home cooked food first. Because home cooked good. home cooked food is always better, dude. It's just always a little bit hint better.
It is. It's a
Got
bit
that love
fresher.
in it.
Well, because it's like a cheeseburger from Mickey D's, or even like a smash burger from Culver's versus smash burger from home.
But at the crib.
Dude, I want to eat, dude.
It was when
Dude, teach me, dude. I'm gonna just start doing the unicycle, dude. Somebody buy me a banana split, dude. I'll be unicycling all over
Can't
this
come on the
man.
pod hungry, man.
That's my
You gotta remember that from now. We can't come on the pod.
Dude,
hungry.
I'm kind of. I went to Matt's bar, dude. I got a fucking Juicy Lucy, dude.
Where is Matt's bar?
Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You didn't go to fucking Tap Society?
dude. Matt's bar is like they've like won awards. They've been around for so long.
Yeah,
I was
dude,
gonna stop in
I
at Tap
mean,
Society just to
come
say what
on,
up, but
that's
I was like, I want to go home.
That's like not going. You're just not gonna represent.
Nah,
Going to
dude.
the competitor.
Dude, I worked there, bro. So
Fair.
it's like
I
going to the
eat
place I
other
work,
pork.
and also, dude, the Juicy Lucy is a Matt's Bar special. They invented the Juicy Lucy.
That's just a
They
burger
invented
with like cheese inside.
cheese in
of
the
it.
middle, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they invented that. dude.
I used to confuse.
Super guy. The same guy's been working there for so long. It's a white dude. He was wearing an orange bandana today, and he's got dreads halfway down his back, dude. It's gnar,
He makes some
dude.
good food.
Dude, and we were kind of talking about it when we were fantasizing about his life. We were saying that's a stoner dream position, dude. You're a cracked ass fucking fry / because he works in this little corner at the end of the bar. It's a small place. Have you guys ever been to Matt's Bar?
No.
Dude, so you guys should trek out there sometime. It's pretty good.
Definitely.
And they're like kind of quick with it. There was only one waitress, and she was fucking all over the place doing crazy shit.
We should
dude.
do the show there one day.
No.
What do you mean? We can move the
we can
setup
move.
into
We
a
can move,
corner.
but yeah, no, I'm not going to a public location to have
There's,
people look at me do this.
no,
dude.
there's-
The point is video documentation, not in real life
I
documentation.
guess you're right. But there are podcasts where I know that they bounce around.
Yeah.
Locals like
Yeah,
that.
that's different, but meh, not for me. Maybe.
Definitely not like an episode 3-4 kind of thing. Maybe
Dude.
200
Dude,
special.
I have already started thinking about that because I've decided, because I said something outrageous like I want to make 100 really, really fast. Dude, like, there's funny numbers in 100, you know? Of all the numbers. So I started thinking about what kind of things those, because, I mean,
What
they
kind
gotta
of
be special.
specials we're gonna have for
They gotta be
fucking.
bits, man. I think we're really gonna have to get Macklin to film some bits.
Dude, I don't know. I kind of want J Money on the 60,
Money?
on J Money on 69.
Oh,
dude.
Jay Money.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be
J Money.
so
That would
funny.
be insane.
dude.
That'd be a good one though.
But yeah, no, yeah. I want to like,
Get an
I don't know.
entrepreneur to
By
really talk about it.
69, I guarantee you we have one fan. We
Dude,
have some rando.
Somebody subscribe.
Yeah, we have some rando that like just fucks with us.
Dude, it's weird if he watches this one, but funny if he does. Hey, if our one subscriber that I don't know who they are
Yeah.
watches this, dude, drop a comment.
Say if you're here by episode 69, let us know.
No, dude, I'm trying to make
Come
this,
back
dude,
to this video and let
Hayden's
us
on
know.
spring break next week, so I'm trying to pump
Dude,
these
we can
miles
pump 'em
out,
out.
dude. I want to do, because it's like 1 hour is like a lot of time, and it's kind of hard to talk for that long, but at the same time, not really, especially if we shuffle people in and out, you know? It's like we stop one after like an hour and 20 minutes, and then we just literally start it up immediately after that.
You got guests, go hang out, research, get a few more drinks, a few more things
Yeah,
in.
dude, I wouldn't research nothing, bro. Everybody says do your research when you're
Well-
guests. And it's like, dude, I'm not having any guests. And if I do
Okay,
have a
I-
guest, I'm
is-
not going to research. I'm going to be like, dude,
Is that what
just
they were saying
tell
on,
me your
on,
side
on
of the story.
Reddit? Was to research
Oh, yeah,
your
dude. I'm
guests?
doing some psyops on Reddit, dude. Just don't even
Fuck
talk about
do
it.
they think who are you gonna have on?
Dude, and what I was low-key, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to bait somebody on Reddit to be like, what is that podcast? You know, I'm not going to put it out there and be like, shell it out to people and be like, listen to me. You know, I'm going to wait for them to be like, oh, yeah. Because I'm being nice to everybody, too. I'm just fucking, dude. I'm evil, bro. I'm evil on the inside.
Yeah, but
dude.
then they're gonna watch this and be like, "Oh, this guy's actually an
They,
asshole."
dude, they won't see this because they haven't asked yet. But I'm gonna keep being. So one of the tips I saw was like, be active in the in that community.
We should start a Discord.
So then eventually people will talk about it. So it's like if you just like be like, hey, I need help, or ask questions and stuff, and they're gonna be like, hey, dude, you ask a lot of questions. Like, what is that podcast, or you know, something. I'm trying to bait people into fucking liking this,
I guess my thing
which is
though
that egotistical self.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
people
but
watch this, look at this,
that's
enjoy
fine.
it, please. But at
Well-
the same time, I don't give a shit. Documentation, it's funny, dude. It's funny. Aliens are gonna see this.
At the end of the day, we're not doing it for like anyone current. We're just doing it to have it out there.
Yeah.
like this will always be there.
The
When
biggest-
we're done and dusted, this is here.
Yeah,
there's
dude.
nothing they can
And
do.
that's funny as fuck,
I
dude.
want this to be my legacy.
Dude, this is gonna be your legacy,
Ah,
dude. This is
ah,
gonna be,
playing
dude,
all-
dogs out in the. Is that why you don't want that one to be the first one? Just because you don't want people
I
to
don't
see
want
that and be
dogs
like,
out,
do like
man.
the
That's
dogs out.
literally
in the
how it
first
started.
Do
one?
not go back and watch.
Raj had his dogs out in this one. I'm
I
strategically
had-
covering dogs, and it kind
I
of
had
seems like
feel
Hayden
out
is
in
too.
this
Hayden's still wearing shoes, bro.
Dogs are tough.
He's that
Yeah.
scared of having them out.
I got naked dogs, but I got them well hidden naked dogs. Dude, that's 2 for 2.
Wow.
We've talked about dogs.
we gotta change it up. What about the book? You're taking too long. You guys hear about the woman who sent a kid to the hospital for fucking lacing this
Yeah, you were
drink?
telling me about this, dude. This is
So
wild.
Hayden, check this out. This girl's 11-year-old son comes home and he's being bullied. The mom's like, "Okay, I got this." Whips up the bully's stealing his water bottle or whatever.
Okay.
I read a little bit of it. And so the mom whips up this concoction of like vinegar, lemon and lime and some other shit, like salt and stuff. Sent this kid to the hospital. The bully took the water bottle as planned,
Drank it.
drank it, hospitalized.
Dude,
Wow.
I think that's funny.
Yeah, no, that's thug. That's thug.
Dude, and it's like, okay, because at first you're like, dude, you can't poison kids, which...
Yeah.
Is putting vinegar
But then
in
at the
a
same
drink
time,
really
but
poison?
then at the same time, dude, if I was that parent, dude, my kid was like, this kid keeps fucking I'd be like, dude, I'll come to school and beat the shit out of him, bro. He's like, dude, you got to ride or die for your kid. That seems healthy, dude.
Definitely. I'd ride or die. I think we'd all ride or die for our kid. And I think our
Yeah.
parents would do the same.
I was always taught that
Dude,
if I'm being
that's-
bullied, not to go to teachers and to just handle it myself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter if I get in trouble there.
I don't think you can get
my parents
bullied if
knew
you
that
just
I-
quick wit response back. Like if you clown them back, that's not bullying anymore. That's just banter. You know, like if somebody tries to clown on you and you were like, "Nah, but fuck you," you know, like, or if
Yeah.
you were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, but your knees are shaky," you know, or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, "Why is your nose sweating?" or something. You know, then it's just like that's not really bullying.
I
That's
got-
more just like.
That's
Shooting
fair.
shit.
Yeah, or it's just like they're like, I tried to get him, but he got me, you know, or something like that.
Maybe it was just growing up in Florida though, but like I was actually bullied in school. Like I got jumped on like the basketball court. I've had
Yeah.
fights in the bathroom and shit.
For what? Okay, but how old were you? Middle school
exactly.
fights, dude. So
No,
it's
no,
like
no,
so many
yeah,
soft
like-
fists are like hitting you in the
Yeah.
neck.
Well, I mean, like this was us like swinging on each other. But, like this was all before grade 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like none of it was like real, but
You just gotta find some your friend group
Like, it
because
definitely
safety in
happened.
numbers, dude.
and like some of them I'm still not anymore because I sadly lost touch with everyone from Florida except
Yeah.
for a few people in middle school.
I think it's healthy a little bit to get bullied.
No, yeah, it definitely made me a better person.
Tougher skin, dude. You're also you're more in touch with.
I
that. And
became
so it's like,
friends with a lot
yeah,
of them.
Yeah, you don't bully people because
Learn how
you
to
were
defend
like
yourself.
fucked on. Yeah.
Yeah, like those are some of my first interactions. Was so at the elementary school, our go-to spot in the morning was underneath the stairwell. It was on the first grade floor, below second and third grade, because it was a 2-story building. First grade was all bottom. Second was one hall on the top floor, and third was the other hall. And so it was just like in one stairwell, we'd all meet up, and like these guys would just fight and shit. They'd swing on each other. Teachers would come. We'd all always have to run. It was fun though.
Those times.
Dude, Therese got this for dinner, bro. It's called the Chicago. She was like, I guess I wasn't really expecting it.
The hell is it?
Dude, that's bratwurst, some fucking relish.
Yeah, dude.
What else is in there?
It looks like beef, like just thin slices of beef, like for like a French dip. So it's just meat and peppers and cheese.
That's
It
what it
looks
looked
like.
like.
I
Meat,
immediately
peppers, and
just think
cheese.
of like a Chicago dog, but
Yeah.
in a bowl.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty good.
It's called a Chicago Bowl, I guess.
It can't be that bad. There's no way.
Yeah, I told her I'd probably eat that up. You know.
No, we're already. You said this was gonna be hard.
What's that?
Sitting here talking for an hour.
We really
It's-
want to start getting into like 2-3 hours.
No, I believe it though. But then I feel like really, I feel like you gotta chop it down a bit.
Yeah, it's like, and that's what they're saying. It's like if we go for 3 hours, I would make it 3 podcasts.
Really?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you
it's-
definitely
it's
would have
palatable
to chop it.
ingest 1 hour because then you could be like, oh, I work an 8-hour shift. I got 8 hours of listening, or I'll
Yeah.
probably finish 8 episodes today, or whatever. You know.
A little bit over that even, but that does make sense though. It's where like, I also just feel like it's more pleasing on the eyes. I don't want to watch a 3-hour podcast.
Definitely.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
I'll,
like
I'll
sometimes-
watch an hour podcast over like 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Right. Dude, and if I was gonna listen to a 3-hour podcast, there better be some interesting fuckers, and I don't think we're that. You know, like yeah,
No,
like dude,
no
I watched a
one's-
3-hour podcast
yeah.
on Mr. Beast, dude. That guy's legend.
You and your fucking you watch one Mr. Beast podcast.
Dude, but I see some other good ones too. I seen some other good ones.
Oh,
I watched like a 2-hour one with Dave.
Okay, no, so you
And
did
then, like-
see other ones.
And then like
Okay.
Shane Gillis did a pretty long one with Flagrant.
With
is the
Mr.
podcast.
Beast?
No. These
Oh,
are all
okay,
separate.
okay.
But Flagrant is the podcast that it's on, and I think his name is Andrew Schultz or something like that.
Yeah, that guy's
He-
super.
Yeah, he's a little weird, but his podcasts are good. And they,
I don't
dude,
mind
they,
Andrew. I
Dude,
find
they
him
ask some
annoying.
gnarly questions. They'll say some shit that's
I think-
outrageous, and he's like, dude, I just fucking keep doing what I want, and it's like if they don't like it, that's just how it is. And that's why it's like if I think about it as documentation, if I think about it as just putting it out there, it's a lot funnier in my head, and I don't care as much about like what gets said or talked about or done. Besides, like I don't want it to like. I don't want to just say keywords or fire words that are going to make people interested or intrigued in whatever we say, or just fire people up. Like I don't want to just say like, and just like be like, I don't know, be like, Just say something politically charged or something that would just rile people up just for the sake of riling people up. You know, that seems a bit extreme. But if I really felt a passionate way about this, that, or the other, then fuck it, dude. We active.
There's no shit posters on the fucking internet already.
Dude, I was on the internet and I saw some the Mary Celeste. Do you know what that is? I don't either. I was gonna ask.
The Mary Celeste?
Yeah, dude. I was using ChatGPT and she said talk about the Mary Celeste, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I'll give it a Google. I waited to Google it, bro, but I'll give it a Google.
Interesting.
Mary Celeste, dude. I don't know. Imagine it's something bad, dude. Oh, and I just said it so many times. It's a ship. It was a Canadian-built, American-registered merchant brigantine that was discovered adrift and deserted in the Atlantic Ocean off the Azorean. What happened to the Mary Celeste? Oh, dude, there's probably like some spooky shit that happened. In 1885...
BuzzFeed ass.
Dude, this is on Britannica.com, dude.
BuzzFeed would write an article about this one.
In 1885, he deliberately sailed it into a reef near Haiti as part of a plan to defraud an insurance... Dude, is that the first insurance scam?
No way.
When the vessel failed to sink, authorities discovered his scheme. Damn. The Mary Celeste, however, was damaged beyond repair and it was left on the reef where it deteriorated. That's dumb. This would run aground and launch the yacht in hope of... Dude, that's stupid.
What's the current topic?
Dude, do you know what the Mary Celeste is?
No.
Apparently it's a ship, and it was like a guy tried to make insurance fraud, I guess. It was kind of a stupid story.
The first insurance fraud, though, like with a boat?
Yeah, it was a merchant ship. They Canadian-built, American registered.
Most of them were all merchant ships.
Tried to crash it in the Atlantic onto land, I think, and it just got stuck before it even hit land. Like it just like bottomed out, and then they were like, dude, did you try and crash that here?
Yeah. That's like when you drive your car into the lake for an insurance scam.
And it just doesn't go all the way in. It's not deep enough or something.
You can't do a boat onto land. Dude, you won't visit me, like,
dude, that's what the insurance scam. The insurance scam came around, dude. It came around.
Getting boats and crashing them on land or like through docks as an insurance scam would be crazy.
That is pretty good. Dude, I'm sure people do insurance scams.
Writing that one down.
It's easy to sink a boat, I feel like.
To sink a boat, yeah. But I feel like it doesn't pay as much as a car.
Yeah. Dude, boats 100% cost more than a car. But maybe boats are more likely to sink. Dude, are you kidding me? A boat?
Like a rowboat?
No,
like
dude. I'm talking about like a yacht, dude.
Okay,
an ocean boat, dude.
Okay.
An ocean boat costs way more than a car, dude.
At the end of the day, a boat...
You spend $10K on a decent size
I'm talking
boat.
like a fucking motor. Like a boat's a raft with a motor.
Oh, yeah, dude. I low-key want like a fishing boat like that because you can find like free fishing boats and then you just got to find a motor for like $100.
Right down by... Dude, I'm trying to get into fishing. On God, I really am.
I got tackle boxes and fishing poles every now and again. That's dope. I low-key, like, I want to take a kayak or a canoe on that lake and just go to town, dude.
Kayak?
No, not yet.
Damn, I'm trying to get a kayak.
I had some paddleboard, or my dad had some paddle boards that are like for like wind or for windsurfing.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, they're windsurfing boards. We just can't. You can also use it without the mast as a.
Yeah.
Dude, I windsurfed for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. It's so hard.
I bet.
Like I did it like for a couple weeks. You know, like not like 100% all the time, but like every once in a while I would do it when I was like at my grandparents' like cabin and shit. I'd go out there when my dad had them, and then my uncle got really into it for a while. But you would just get across the lake really fast, and then you would drop the mast, and then you would use all of your energy trying, because the second the mast goes into the water, it's just covered with water. Now you have to lift the water. You have to so there's a rope on it. Oh, dude.
What did you kick over?
No, nothing, dude. I'm just trying to keep the dogs hidden, dude. But
you think they saw?
But you put your feet on the board in front of you, and you have this like little rope thing. So you get up on the. So first you got to get on the board, be balanced on the board, standing up. You hold onto it, and then you lean all the way back, and you kind of just pull on the bungee cord a bunch, and it shakes the mast and shakes all the water off of it. And then you can pull it up, but it's heavy.
Still heavy.
Yeah, and then once you get it up, if you don't catch the wind, you're just holding it upright while also standing on a board. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was enjoyable.
What is that?
I think windsurfing or kite surfing? Yeah, windsurfing. Yeah, it's windsurfing.
Kite surfing's when they got the tall
Yeah.
ass kite out there.
It's, go ahead.
Okay, so what's the surfboard with the fucking sail attached to it?
That's what windsurfing
Okay,
is.
okay,
That's
okay.
what I'm talking about.
That's
yeah.
what you're explaining, and that's what I was picturing, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's a mast and a sail all
Okay.
coming off of like
Yeah.
a paddleboard, a surfboard looking
That
thing.
shit's cool because it's small.
Yeah, I did that on a lake, dude. I literally just got across the
difficult?
lake, and then dude, and that takes it out of you. You get it up, and then it just falls on top of you. You get out, you climb back up on top of the board. You do that like 8 times. Your arms are just noodles, and you're across the lake from where you
See,
started.
now-
Like you're so far away. I'm like,
One of our
I can't paddle. I can't swim this back. I can't paddle back. The only option is to get back, and you got to like go back and forth this way a bunch of times. It's a whole, and turning it's a whole mop too. Like going in a straight line is easy. That's how I got across the lake, dude. But having to turn when you go into the wind, I forget what the term is, but it's like a sailing term where you have to like go zigzag into the wind.
Yeah, you have
go
to
forwards.
always have at least a little bit of wind on your side.
Dude, and that's hard to do on a little wind kite board,
Yeah,
or
like-
whatever they're called. The wind
Thank
surfer,
God
yeah.
you can't get fucking becalmed on a lake
Yeah, dude.
for the
what does that
most
mean?
part. You're good. There's no wind whatsoever.
Dude, that happens. That's part of what it is.
Oh,
How I
yeah?
got stuck on the other side of the lake. It's because it's like it's
Yeah,
kind of
you're-
windy. It's
you-
kind of windy. You go out there and then just nothing. But it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not super fucked. It's a lake, you know. Like I can
Yeah,
figure
that's what I mean
something
though.
out.
Like you're basically fucked to where there's no drift whatsoever. You're just stuck in the middle.
Dude,
of
it
nowhere,
would
just
suck to be
chilling.
in the ocean, dude.
Hard
No,
stuck.
no land in sight,
Yeah.
and you just got like a big sailboat, and it just stops.
Horrifying. dude.
There's a TV show, Black Sails. It's about pirates. It's honestly a really good show. There are a few things in it that I just don't particularly enjoy, but it's a great show. And there's like an episode, like a 2-episode segment where they are becalmed, and it really shows like how fucked the situation can be.
That's
Dang.
dude. That's wild.
Yeah.
We're just stuck out
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Black Sails. It was
There is
great.
No moving.
But a friend of ours, I mean, I don't want to name drop. I don't really want
Yeah,
to
we've
say.
been trying to
yeah,
avoid
yeah.
that.
I've been trying not to say anything about anything on the podcast.
Even though there's a certain person who will be mad that we used his name a couple of times.
I think
So
I heard
this-
about that in the
this-
first one.
yeah.
There's
No, in this one, we said their name multiple times, possibly.
For our 69 special.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
I don't know what you're talking about.
no,
Yeah,
I
it's
completely
fine.
forgot too.
it's fine.
Cool.
So one of our friends though, has kayaked to that island in the middle of the lake up north from us. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, you
Oh,
can drop the location.
Maybe
I don't
not
care.
who.
You can drop
but-
the location. I don't
Lake
care.
Superior, the
No, not Superior.
Laconia?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I've been to
Laconia.
that island. And
No,
stuff.
but they've kayaked there,
I
and they
swam there.
that's fucking crazy. I
I
remember.
went from the T dock, dude.
I've-
And we had a paddle board.
Really?
We had one paddle board.
Holy
and I
shit.
swam. I had a life jacket, dude. It's not hard. You just kind of
Yeah,
lie your
like,
back.
I've
Oh, you
walked-
take you.
I don't know. Who knows? I didn't have my
I
phone.
went-
It's really not that far.
Didn't have my phone, dude. What? I'm swimming.
No, yeah, and it's honestly not that far. I've walked there, like when it's frozen over, but like a friend of ours has kayak there, and I remember them talking about how just like fucking shitty it was
Yeah,
to like
dude.
finally get out there, and then you have to go back.
Yeah, dude. It's not a great. Yeah, walking around on it sucks, but we just kind of went out there and then kicked it on the shoreline. But there was a time. I don't know. I'm doing a couple of handful of things, and I was hanging out with this friend, and we were gonna go meet up with another friend and go swimming, paddleboarding to the island and stuff. And so and the friend I meet up with, they nanny for kids, and they had an excess amount of like ADHD medication, so I had just a little bit of that because I didn't want to drink because I was gonna drive later.
Yeah.
So
Just a
I didn't
smidge.
want to drink, but they drank. The other 2 people I was with drank. I just had a little bit of their nanny kids medication. Oh, that seems really bad to say, dude.
This is real. This is real shit.
Dude,
bro.
but maybe I'm lying. But anyway.
Look at the TV like it's the fucking camera.
Yeah, dude, but yeah. And then we go to the island, and then once we're out on the island, dude, we see a double-decker pontoon, and we're like, dude,
I'd lose my shit.
yeah, dude, we gotta. So, and they're jumping off the top. It has a diving board off the
So
top.
you went
of
towards
the,
them?
dude. Yeah, because the person I'm with
Why would you
had
not?
big ass nuts. She was fucking crazy, bro. She's like, dude, we gotta go. She swims up and asks. We wait by the paddle boards, and they're like, yeah. And so then we paddle up Because we didn't want to just roll up 3 deep on it.
Definitely
So she was
not.
like, I'll swim. Because they had one of those little like mats floating behind it too. So they were like laying on that. And then they also had that. We go and we're like, hey, can we jump off the top? My friend does a backflip off of them. I just jump off of it. Dude, but the craziest thing, you get on their boat, you climb up. There's like it's like normal people getting drunk. Climb up to the top layer. There's a little person up there. Sick, dude. Sick,
Like
dude.
a cool dude? Like
No.
just a little.
A little person, dude. Yeah, dude. The politically correct term, little person.
Okay.
Just kicking it up there, dude. And like, it's like, yeah, it's weird. First, we're getting intoxicated, swimming out to an island, dude. And then we're swimming just in the lake now at this point, just on the paddle boards, just kind of swimming around. Then we go up to a random boat. We ask if we can jump off of it. And they, oddly enough, say yes. You know, like that could have been just like, nah, get the fuck out of here kind of a thing.
Who are you
But-
guys? Yeah.
Right, yeah. We're just a bunch of random people want to jump off your double decker, and we're swimming in the lake. Like, just there's no boat around us. We just got 3 boards or 2 boards and swim around in the lake. And then we get up to the top. Little person, sick, jumped off.
I feel like so.
It just blew my mind. It was a lot of things all at once. Life is so crazy.
No,
when you go out and
you were
experience
just
reality,
in the
it just-
universe at the right place at the right time, bro. Just like that spider was fucking talking
You'll
about.
leave the house for a couple hours and come back and be like, wow.
Just like that spider was talking about. I remember hearing you talk about in the first one, going to the fucking liquor store.
Yeah, dude.
And just- yeah,
dude,
that
going
fucking
out and
guy.
experiencing reality. Like
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, I spend all my time locked away in my room because I hate interacting with people. I used to be social, now I don't be social. Now I hide. But this is social interaction. But at the same time, I tell myself in my room when I've gone on too long of a streak of not interacting with anybody, I'm like, go out into reality, experience real life. And I go out there, and it's so funny.
But
It's just I
sometimes-
can't take it serious,
Sometimes
which is why
it's
I
cool
hide.
shit.
dude.
Sometimes it's this shit like
Dude,
the other day.
Cool is fine. But it's just like when I go out into the world and I'm just trying to like just move about and like the like randos coming up and saying stuff to me. It's so hard for me to take anything seriously, and it's not socially acceptable to laugh in somebody's face. You know, like if
No.
you a stranger came up and just said stuff to me and I found it so and I was like like that's creepy, dude. You just can't really do that, dude.
That's what's fucked up is because like that shit's not real, but like the interactions are real. The reaction though of how you feel about it,
Yeah.
it sucks that you can't do that.
So I was
I
at
just-
school. I was at school the other day, and my class got out at 10, and I had another class at 12. And I was late to class that morning, so I didn't have a cigarette. And so I sat through class, got out of class, and still hadn't had a cigarette all day. And I was like, all right, you know what? Left my cigs at home. Fuck, I don't want to have to go to the gas station. But I knew there was this girl in my class, and she probably had a vape. Yeah, I'm a fiend. What up, podcast? I'm a fiend.
But like, have you never asked her for shit ever? Have you ever
She
even
let me have her
interacted?
vape. Yeah, like no, we talk.
Okay.
She let me have her vape one other time. I know she smokes. She's kind of a cool.
Okay.
cool
Yeah,
girl.
so at least you interact with her though. I thought the story was going towards I'd never talk to this bitch
Nah,
ever.
nah, nah. Well, I approach her after class. She's sitting by a table, and there's like some other kids in the room, and I go up to her and I'm like, "Yo, do you have that little vape on you? Could I rip that for the one time? I'm just trying to, reset my nicotine timer." She was like, "Nah, I can't. Not in the building. We can't do that. Not in the building."
Oh,
I was
Dude,
like,
you remember?
"Alright."
Do you,
Some
Go ahead.
random dude behind me is like, I just hear him over my shoulder. You guys talking about donuts? I turn around and I was like, what?
Oh, he's one of those guys.
Yeah, and he was like, you guys talking about donuts? And I thought he was joking with me, like talking about smoking weed or something. I thought he was like, and I was like, yeah, man, we're doing donuts. And he was like, oh, nice. I just got a Mustang. I'm gonna. The hell is that?
Don't worry
oh, he's talking about
Don't worry
whipping
about it.
shitties, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Oh,
And
dude.
I was like, oh, hell
Whipping
yeah,
shitties
dude.
is such another thing.
He
I
throws his hands up.
the fact you
daps
guys
me up.
call those
I
donuts.
just laughed and turned around. I literally laughed in his face, turned around, and just walked away. I was like, I don't know what the
Oh,
fuck
what
you're
the
talking
hell?
about. I
Dude,
don't
that is
wanna be
weird.
with you.
Dude, see, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like interacting with strangers is weird, man.
Very strange.
They're so. It's like, and I know people are just out here putting themselves out there, and it's like that's why you can't laugh at their face.
Dude.
But it's like, dude, don't be weird then. Don't be
I-
weird.
I watched my job fire this guy just because he was weird as fuck. I shit you not. Him and this girl
funny.
started like
I wish I was more acceptable.
Him and this girl started like 2 weeks ago, and he was just weird as shit. Wouldn't shut the fuck up. Didn't understand like how things went.
Yeah.
And he just stopped showing up one day. And I asked what happened, and they were like, "Yeah, we had to let him go."
It was weird.
It was
Yeah.
fucking weird.
He just wasn't able to fucking do anything like slightly properly, but like he was just fucking weird, so they just got rid of him.
Dude, imagine that guy's story though. He's like, dude, that job couldn't handle
He
me.
does like fucking airsoft. He talked about like nuclear bunkers
He's like
24/7.
that. He's like that job couldn't handle me. I was too tight for that job, bro.
I was too real
sick
for them.
that job.
Those
Yeah.
old heads couldn't get it.
That's funny.
I'm glad you bring that up. One of these kids, these really weird fucking kids, one of these real weirdos
Yeah,
out
dude.
in life we're talking
People are
about.
fucking weird.
One of them just invited me out to an airsoft battle.
Let's go.
We should go.
I was like,
That's
you got me
dude. That's
down, dude.
see. That's when I tell myself go experience reality. Because I've done this before, and I didn't know that that's what I was doing. But like, I've put myself in situations where I was like, dude, this is not a good time, but it's funny. Like it's funny from an outside point of view, but like me being there for real, this isn't fun. You know? But then like if I was looking at this scenario, I'd be like, that guy is just trying to be like, what the hell? You know? I don't know. I worked at this place like one time. I was just getting hooked up mercenary style kitchen work. And one of my previous head chefs was like also doing that same thing. So he was there, and he was like, "Yo, there's a party after work today with all the coworkers here." He had worked there for a week, and he's going to this party. And he's like, "Yo, you want me to ask if you can come?" I'm like,
How long have you been there?
dude, this is my one day. I did this.
Oh,
one time.
okay,
Just
okay.
One time.
Yeah. So
One
day one.
time. But it's like I knew the guy the head chef guy who was there.
Yeah.
You know, I knew him, and so I was like, he was asking me, he's like, "Yo, so after this, you want to go?" And I was like, "Dude." And I was like, let me think about it. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I'm just going to send it. I'm just going to go. And I didn't know at the time, but I was just going to go experience reality. You know, I was just going to be like, yeah, let me go experience reality real quick. But I get there, and then, so I get off work. I leave my car there. I get in his car, dude. We go across the street. There's a gas station, liquor store. He goes in, grabs liquor. Dude, because I'm underage at the time.
Damn, okay.
Yes.
Old school.
He goes in there, gets liquor and stuff. He comes back out. He's got like a bottle. Or I don't even remember what he had. Bottle and then some Mike's Hards or something. And then he got 2 shooters, 2 Crown Royale shooters, dude. And on the way there, we both tipped him up, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Dude, and this dude's like 40-something, dude, bro.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm just fucking...
18 years old.
Yeah, dude, something like that, dude. Something like that, dude. 18, 19 years old. I wasn't 21, and it was a wild situation, dude. And we go to the party, and it's like young people. Like, I don't think anybody else was over 30 there, and he was
Okay.
like 40-some, bro. And it was weird, dude.
Being
and-
like that.
yeah, and like he was like I don't know, and there, like I'm pretty sure there was a girl there that was like 18.
Hopefully at least one.
Yeah, dude, and everybody was getting drunk as fuck, dude, and nobody wanted to smoke weed, dude.
Weird.
And it's like, dude, when nobody wants to smoke, I don't want to be at a party where
That's how you
nobody
know
wants to
something's
smoke
not
weed,
right.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody,
If no one-
and nobody even has any,
Yeah.
because I didn't have any, because I was just at work. So I was like, yo, does anybody got this? And they're like,
I ain't got no kind of love.
it's like,
for
what,
it, bro.
drugs? What, they got no, I don't have drugs. I don't do that. I'm like, whoa, what the hell?
I remember going.
So
Here's a
then-
shot of tequila.
So then I got too drunk, and I think I did bad. I don't think I did too bad because I went.
We're
Whoa,
live.
whoa.
I don't think I did anything too crazy because I was just being drunk and reckless. But then I don't think I was being too crazy because I went home that night.
Oh,
And
no.
and I followed the guy who I was with, the 40-year-old guy. I followed him home and smoked him up a bunch of times. I smoked him up like 2-3 bowls, and he got kind of deep with me. It was weird.
Weird.
He started telling me. I don't
Do you
know, I
remember
don't
who he
remember.
is? Is there any way you could find him again today?
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to find.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
I don't, dude. This is like
That shit
dude,
happened.
You find
that shit's
Yeah.
over
You
with.
almost got touched.
No, it wasn't.
Called
It
it.
wasn't.
No,
He wasn't
quit
creepy
writing
like
this
that,
shit
dude.
down.
He's definitely just like he wanted to experience more reality as well. But I don't know. I followed him home, and I was fucking with him on the road. I was like kind of just like I drove up next to him and stuff on like a one.
That's
like,
fun.
Yeah,
If you're
like,
ever,
stuff like that. And I was just following him home to make sure he was good enough to drive. And then I smoked him up a couple fat bowls. And then, dude, this was when I bought that pound that was like mids, bro. That's super. And we just had that on deck. So it's like you had to smoke a ton.
bro, because that wasn't even weed. I swear to God.
It was like, dude, it was bad. It was probably CBD, bro. It was just not good. It's just not good.
You guys were just smoking.
Dude, it's discount
plants?
pack, dude. It's like I think I've hit. I don't know.
Think
it
of
was-
like the driest pack ever, and it doesn't get you high.
Yeah,
And there was
he
a pound
shuffled
of
it out to me because I shuffled it out to other people.
Fair enough.
But then I ended up giving so much of it away because it's like, I mean, if you
You
just
couldn't
like
make
smoking
money
pot-
off of the fucking
Oh
mid.
yeah, dude. I mean, somebody would be like, "Yo, can I get this?" And I'd be like, "Nah, dude, but I'll just give you a bunch for free." You know, like.
Damn.
And then I think I ended up that pack or part of that pack ended up in it. No, because actually, dude, part of that pack ended up in a Ziploc bag that I hid in the forest, and I dropped on my Snapchat, and I was like, "Yo,
Holy
someone go
shit,
get
my-
this, dude."
my buddy Dan.
and Gillespie threw a couple good nugs in there.
Damn.
So there was like, it was like Luke.
Yes, dude. That was my buddy Luke LeBon, Dan. I'm name dropping hardcore. He was
Fuck
supposed to
him,
come
bro.
over
Fuck him.
tonight.
Fuck him,
I
fuck him,
should, you know,
boys.
he was supposed to be here tonight.
Luke LeBon on the
Yes,
pod?
yes. He was gonna see that. He's gonna see this shit at some point, and he's gonna be like, "Oh man, yeah, fucking idiot." But no. It was him, Dan, and I want to say Trey was there too. They found that.
Wow.
They found that
Yeah,
that drop
yeah.
that you did. When I moved to Massachusetts,
It was a good drop, bro.
Yeah.
It was like a half, dude.
dude,
It was a good drop.
when I moved to Massachusetts,
Drops are for some
my
kids,
plug
dude.
did that shit. He
That was
did
on
it-
Easter. I did that on Easter.
Yeah,
Because
my,
I needed to sneak out of the house and smoke weed.
yeah, my fucking plug did a drop in Massachusetts, and I didn't know the area, but my two roommates did. So I showed them, and I was like, "Do you guys know where this is?" They immediately knew where the fuck it was. It was like a playground attached to a school because of like one specific.
Yeah,
For
right.
that area for a drop.
Dude, but also,
It was summer.
there's a Facebook
It
group
was summertime.
where they stash pot around in this. It's like MN Stash or something like
Really?
that. Dude, yeah, Facebook group.
Dude, that's funny.
Fun.
Dude, and you can just like you can go on there, and it's like mostly people posting like found it because like when somebody posts one, like the stoners get active, bro. Yeah, they get moved,
Dead drop?
dude.
Should we just start that shit again?
Dead
Just
drop.
start dead drops?
Dude, I don't know, and they were just doing that, dude, because it's like, dude, low key, people be low. I think it's like low key, it's like vape stores and stuff because like people be like handing out like it's like 7 joints and like a half.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah,
how you
they're
just
trying to
giving
fuck
that
their shit.
away, dude?
Our,
I see that
I
happen.
want to say it was like a gram of wax, a
It's
fucking
like stickers and stuff too.
No,
sometimes.
okay,
bro.
that makes sense. Yeah, for our plug, it was a gram of wax, a cart, which we fucking didn't have a way of smoking,
Oh, no.
so we popped it open and just poured it into the dab rig.
Mm.
I fucking dabbed a cart. It worked. I'll say that.
I've been there.
And then it was a fucking eighth of weed. Is what it was.
Solid.
Yeah, it was a good dead drop.
Nice little drop.
The deadass, my oldest roommate saw the tree and he went, "Yeah, I know where that is." We went there, looked around. I'm like searching by some dumb shit, a fucking like little merry-go-round.
Yeah.
Mary?
Huh.
Mary.
Yeah, I haven't said that in a while. Merry-go-round.
Mary? Mary.
Merry-go-round. Merry-go-round.
What about the word?
Merry-go-round.
What about the word smuggle?
Oh, I probably
Smuggle?
said smuggle. Probably around.
Smuggle.
Actually, I just called a compartment in my car the smuggler's hole. My floorboards come up.
No way.
I know the whole you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay,
In
that's
my-
cool. You
yeah.
know a hole in it?
Yeah, right
That's
behind.
sick.
Right behind it. It locks too.
You know they'll find that.
Dude, it
locks.
doesn't matter, it
Okay, so
locks.
it's built in.
Yeah.
can
Dude, there's a
break
small
it.
hatch, and
So,
there's a carpet piece that fits
legally-
over the top of it, but there's a small hatch, and then there's a big hatch. So you
I-
can open up the whole
listen,
thing,
listen.
load it up, close it, and then
If-
lock it.
If you are ever traveling with weed, so long as it's locked in there, it's
Yeah.
completely legal.
Yeah, but
They
it's
can't do
legal
shit
in
about it.
Minnesota, so whatever.
No,
but-
no. But that doesn't mean though you can if you're traveling with it, it has to be in a locked compartment.
It's an extension of your property.
Dude, but still, it's gas to have it, and
That's
it's like right behind me. You know, it's like right
Like,
behind me. And down.
within arm's reach is
Not really within arm's reach, really.
But
It's
no.
like on the floor, and in a
Yeah.
van, you're like kind of high up, like you're
I know
sitting
what you
straight
mean.
up and down.
The point is,
like,
like,
kind of hurts my back to be in my car for too long. Because I'm sitting so upright, dude. It's like I don't normally sit like this.
Well, that means that it's like fixing your back. Isn't that what that means?
don't know,
If it
dude.
hurts
It's
to
so
sit
hard,
upright,
dude.
it's fixing
I don't
you.
want to hit how it hurts, dude. And if that's
Yeah, but
supposed to be
doesn't that mean
good,
that
that
you've been
makes me
sitting
upset,
wrong?
dude.
Like I know I sit fucked. I'm definitely hunched over and shit. Like my my back's fucked.
Dude, yeah, I definitely slouch, but I don't know if it's supposed to hurt. I don't think I want to fix it. It doesn't hurt when I slouch, except when I slouch for too long.
That just means, yeah, dude. I find
I
myself
switch it up
like,
every once in a while, dude.
Huddled
What happens
over,
to me?
bro.
Yeah.
I be playing games.
Yeah.
Huddled over.
And you know, I'm in the womb all like this.
we were in the womb, curled up in a ball.
Which is why I
That's
feel
how
like it's
sleep.
okay for me to be
Holy
like this
shit.
a little bit, you know? Yeah, dude, you think about that sometimes. Sometimes I like my ear folded down, and in the womb I have a crease in one of my ears because probably this one, yeah.
I can
Never
dead
falls
ass.
down
Because
here.
it's like folded. It's like folded up. So sometimes
Wow.
I like to sleep like this.
I can dead ass only
yeah.
sleep
That's
on
not
my.
that weird. It's like
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
my
So
ears just closed up, you know. All right, should we call it a Dizzy, bro?
Should we?